how could it be that I found that Ain Soph is mother the day of my mother's yortzeit, of her 6th anniversary of her death on July 4th. Remember, I celebrated on 2 days because July 4th is the day that she died, and it was 6th of Tammuz. But July 4th is also the birthday of a dear friend of mine that I think is taking care of my mother in heaven. And it was also a thing that we buried my mother on July 4th at a tremendous cost extra. Instead of waiting a day, we buried her immediately. You know, you have to pay like double or triple the grave diggers. And there's no doubt what to do. And I think she's taking care of me now. 6 years, which is the real number for the yortzeits. And this light here is in the morning. This is actually 8 hours plus the 24, the end of the candle. And, well, I found Ain Soph, the 6th. Remember, there's an atzmutz to the 6th level. So there's 5 levels of soul plus an atzmutz level, which is the tree of death, and this is occurring on the death. And so there's really, after 6 levels of soul, then the revelation of the true essence of the soul. And that's the 6th level that's been revealed to me now. So let me go up here. And see if I can bring that candle in a little bit here, if it shows. And that my mother has shown me that Ain Soph is the mother. Ain Soph is the mother. And when you think of it, remember you receive everything in the womb, all the Torah in the womb, and then when you come out, the angel hits you on the lip and you forget it. You see? The lip has a lot to do with the mouth. It also relates to the 40, the number 40 and the number 600. The 40 can be the double dalet, the mem, there's 600 there, or 2 40s in the back, two dalets. On the back, dalet is 4, 2 dalets all of a sudden become a square. And being in this square, the square is the 5th level of the soul, the 2nd level of the or makif. So the first level is around Samak, and then the 2nd level it's in the square, which is also the cube. So it relates to the 3 tefillins of the cube, the square of the knot of the back of the head, and the cube of the arm. So in the end, this is mother. And all mems, 40s. And as we're approaching the 17th of Tammuz and the 16th of Tammuz, you see? The 16th of Tammuz is the golden calf, which could be the double dalet, two dalets multiplied by each other, 16. And the golden calf, and then the 17th of Tammuz is the breaking of the vessel, of the Lukos. This is all brought to you by mother. You know, the cube to the heart. You know? I don't know how they do it. Yeah. And this is very deep tantric, that everything is in the mother because you're in the womb, you're in the cave. You see? And this is the deepest, this would be a deepest issue. I guess I've been hit on the lip. And it's the deepest issue. Because for my mother, my own relationship to my mother, it was an unconscious relationship. I was even accused by my brother of not caring for my mother, which was untrue, but it's an unconscious, deep relationship, which is represented by Ain Soph. And in a certain sense, I told my brother at that time that I did everything for my mother. And so the real point is that the mother is the primal relationship because that's where you developed. You know? That's the original 280. The 5 final letters. 280 days in the womb. And then 288 maybe. Well, we'll count 280 days in a room just for this video. And then plus 8 days outside, that's 288. And those are the number of sparks. You know? There's a very deep thing about being in the testes of the man 72 days before it's emanated into the womb. But these are deep issues. But the woman represents the unconscious, the deep unconscious. The mother is the deepest unconscious, because everything is a return to the womb, like with all femininity, all further, marriages or sexual things. It's all relation to the mother, in a Freudian sense. So all of a sudden, I find out that the concept of Ain Soph, higher than the concept of light, higher than other, higher than ore, is mother. And in a certain sense, this Nazir relation to the Sota, relation to the feminine, is the relation of mother. And it's a deep relation that comes out very often in Hebrew, in Indian religions, not necessarily American Indian that I've just been exposed to, but in Hinduism, the mother, and some even yogis used to be the mother. And so for me, this is new. That Ain Soph is the mother. And that theoretically, I'm still in the womb. And if I'm still in the womb, I'm within the second surrounding light, which is a cube, a square. And relation to the Kaaba, Mecca. The whole idea is this. The reason I'm doing all this random talk is that this was revealed to me on the 4th of July. You know? Revealed to me on the 4th of July. For me, on the 4th of July, I found out that my mother is Ain Soph. You see? And or Ain Soph may be this memorial candle, you know, for her. This or Ain Soph, you know, is the candle from her. So that's a possibility, you know. For me, it's brand new, amazing, you know, that I'm in the womb. And like in the womb, everything is taken care for me, provided for me, you know. And I'm in that fetal position in the womb, which is the, you know, the Pesach calf, not the golden calf. Pesach calf, you know. The golden calf is, you know, when you think you provide yourself gold. Pesach calf is when you something else. So I'm the Pesach calf. I'm in the prophetic position. Hit on the lip, and 8 days later, I have the bris. You see? And when you think about it, that what I'm explaining to you is I'm being exposed to the second level of surrounding light. The square, inside of that is the circle, the samak, those are the two surrounding lights. And inside that, the aleph, that's me. And the gematria of that is 40, 60, and 1. It's 101. That's Mikael, that's also me. And the gematria of that deeper is 600 for the square. 60 and 1, that's 661. That's Esther from Purim. These are very deep levels right here that we're talking about. And as I told you, maybe I'm not putting it on, but I found the fifth aspect of my tennis shot, of hitting with my racket face, being able to perceive the racket face. I've always perceived the hand, because that racket face is the extension of the hand and the fifth level. And I got this on the 6th year, which is 5 complete years and a 6th for the essence, the Atzmos. So this is a great blessing for me, that My mother's candle lasted long enough. So I've had some trouble with those candles in the past that lasted long enough for me to bring you this video at the Ain Soph, which is usually considered or this is maybe or Ain Soph, what's coming here. It's mother. Ain Soph is mother. Is the mother. And this will open up a whole new area for me.